Alright, it's 6:40 a.m. and I'm already cruising. This shelter was packed last night. I think there's 5 or 6 on the bottom bunk with me and then Sam on the top. So there's 10, 11, 12 people in there. And then also an Appalachian trail crew. I didn't see their tents, but supposedly they were down the hill a little bit, and then they had tents with electric bear wire around them, and everybody was freaking out about these bears around the area. Right as the sun was setting, I guess a bear tried to come up, and next thing you know, we just see all these people like running outside of the shelter. We saw, I guess I saw a bear there, and then I guess there was a big boy walking around, and he'd come into camp. I don't know if it's been in the last little bit, but he'd been there a while, and supposedly it snatched a pack out of the shelter, so everybody was required to hang their packs from the bear cables too, not just their food bags. Oh hey, there's a bear right there. Good thing I was talking to that phone. He's kind of running parallel, so I'm going to break out my phone right now, and maybe I can get a video of him. This guy wasn't too big. But yeah, so they're all around, and the next 2 shelters on this path are closed because of bear activity. I don't know if it was the same bear that just ran parallel to the trail or another one, but 2 bears so far this morning. I should really break out my cell phone so I can film these guys, because I'm in bear territory. I think it's like the next 10 miles, both those shelters were closed because of bears. So they're definitely chilling around here. Dude, he smells my cinnamon Belvita breakfast biscuit. He wants it. There we go. Notice the shelter is closed due to bear activity. This is kind of funny. At the last shelter too, people had compiled a pile of rocks to throw at the bear. I mean, look at this. Look at this horde of ammo people got set out. All right. Don't worry, I'm not going to be able to sneak up on you. I got squeaky shoes, dude. This is my new through hiking companion, Chad. What's up, Chad? Don't leave me, Chad. No. Here's the other shelter that's closed because of bear activity. They don't know me. Who's gonna carry the boats and the logs? Huh, that was what someone signed the logbook as. The last shelter had a little secret trail cam, either to catch the bears coming up to the shelter or hikers sleeping in the shelter they shouldn't be in. I couldn't see I imagine there's a trail camera around this shelter too. I didn't spot it. It is awesome having my appetite back, because it means like you can actually recover, you feel good all day, and you have energy. The problem is now it's back with a vengeance, and I don't know what time it is right now. My watch is on the hand I'm holding this camera with. I've already eaten through like almost half of my food for today, and it's probably 9 a.m. You know, but you know, I need it. I need the fuel. I'm very happy that my appetite's back. Alright, I'm making my way up Doe Knob right now. But in about a half a mile, I reach this trail junction where all of a sudden I go a little bit more south and I jump off the North Carolina-Tennessee border. So I've been riding this border. When did I jump onto it? I don't know. In one of the videos I said, hey, I'm jumping on this border now. Well, today in about a half mile, I'm officially jumping off that, exiting Tennessee for the last time, and then I'm officially just in North Carolina. 2 more states to go, North Carolina then Georgia. It's pretty exciting. Well, just ran into wild boars, not wild bears, which honestly I've heard these boars are super mean, so I am more worried about the wild boar than I am the wild bear. God, that was a big boy. They're all back over there. Oh, sorry, I know, zoomed in. I'm really sorry that, like, I can't get all this shit on camera. It kind of sucks. I'm like, oh, saw a bear. And then I just film woods. And, oh, I saw a boar. Super cool. And I just film woods. It's just, you know, these animals spot me before I spot them. So the reason I see them is just because they're sprinting through the woods. I don't have time to break out my cameras and stuff to get them. So, but that was a big boar, dude. Darn it. Here you go. You can see all these patches where these boars have been rooting up stuff. Look at all this. I'm pretty sure that's all boar activity. Rooting around. What do they eat? Acorns? But I don't know what boars eat. They eat mud. Well, it kind of stinks for Sobos. There's no sign that says leaving Tennessee, but this is where I do it. At this trail junction. Go that way. Tennessee's that way. Bye, Tennessee. All right, 12 states down. 2 more to go. Alright, this is a shuck stack. I'm gonna go head up this kiddo and see how the view is. Stay. Alright. Cool beans. Fontana Dam. Dude, this cloud right here is so cool. Look at it hanging over there. Oh man, I'm happy I took the little 0.1 side trail up here. I haven't gotten any views in the Smokies. So, it's cool to get this last one. Yeah, buddy. Look at that, dude. Wow, very cool, very cool. Oh, dude, there's like a breeze coming through these little broken window panes. Oh, it's so nice. All right. Look at this kid move. That's so cool. Honestly, it's like better to like come down a staircase than be up there where all the window panes kind of mess up your view. Yeah, dude. Alright. Time to make my way down. There's a marina at the Fontana Dam, I think 8 or 9 miles away. And a soda's calling to me right now, so. Bye-bye, view. You're very beautiful. I appreciate you. Dang, dude. How cool. Oh, that's a bird. You always got to be careful about leaving your packs, because I did it, so I wasn't very careful. The freaking squirrels and little mini bears of the forest know around these areas packs are left, and they'll freaking chew a hole and get your food while you're up there. So there's a bird right next to my pack, and I was like, oh no, bastards got it, but just a bird. All right. I'm going to empty the stones out of my shoes, and then, damn, there's a bunch of honeybees around all my shit right now. They're coming after the salt. I'm not going to empty my shoes now, because I want to get out of here before more honeybees are attracted. The trick with this is you move slowly and calmly, and then the bees will not react. Don't make any jerking movements. Don't be too excited. And you can get out of there without getting stung. And boom, there we go. I had about 10 honeybees around all my stuff, but slowly and calmly and you can get away. Alright. Down to Fontana Dam. Down to the little marina market. Hopefully it's open. Hopefully I can get a Coke or something. Okay, ta-da. This is where you put your Smokies permit in if you're going Nobo. So we have made it out of the Smokies. Poison ivy on that tree. And now we road walk. Ooh. God, I've got a real problem with candy. I can't stop eating until I get a stomachache. Eating half a bag of hot tamales. I think I might be able to escape the stomachache right now just because I'm being cognizant of it, but who knows. I'm gonna put these things back in my backpack, and I bet I break them out in 10 more minutes and then give myself a stomachache. But as it stands right now, we're still good. We've got some machinery of some sort here. Multiple signs saying danger, restricted area, no trespassing. So, God, why does that make me want to go over there and touch it so bad? Okay, I was gonna put these away. One more handful and then I'm done. I promise. One more handful and then I'm done. Just my luck. That marina I was gonna stop by and grab a Coke is closed on Mondays and Tuesdays. It opens on Wednesday. Bummer. That's the Fontana Hilton back there. Looked like a couple hikers were around there, but that place has got outlets and running water and a shower. I actually don't know. Is a shower in the shelter? There's a bathhouse up there. That might be where the shower is. Yeah, it's up in the bathhouse. Whatever, there's a bunch of stuff around there. Super nice place if you can end your day there. You know, you got everything you need. Fontana Hilton. God, I'm just crushed this marina isn't open. Closed Monday and Tuesday. Come on. Whatever, that means nothing's gonna slow me down. I guess today I'll be able to smash some miles. Now we have a pretty good climb. I still go a little further and then there's a good climb back out from like this dam area. Well, I climbed out of Fontana Dam, and since I got to the top, I've kind of just got to like be in the shade a little bit. There's been like a nice breeze. I was sweating quite a bit going uphill, but now I've just been able to kind of cruise on this ridgeline. It's been super nice. Just freaking chill, man. Chill with the breeze. And now I'm kind of like in the shady spot. Oh, dude. I've only got like 3 more miles to go where I plan to camp, and it is 5:44. I'm gonna have all kinds of time just to like chill in the tent. I imagine I'll be asleep even before the sun's down, but I guess that's what happens when you start hiking at 6:30 a.m. I got out of that shelter pretty fast this morning. People were up and moving quick, and then I'm just fast at packing a bag, so within 10 minutes, probably less, whatever, couple minutes after I got up, I was all packed up and cruising out of camp with a Pop-Tart in my hand, eating a little bit of water there. Alright, well, I'm just going to enjoy this ridgeline for the evening. This is really nice. Today has kind of just been like, I would equate it to like the last week of high school. You're just kind of trying to let it all sink in because you know it's about to end. So all these things that have kind of almost seemed mundane and routine, and you've just been doing it for so long, you kind of take it for granted. And then that last week of high school, you walk the halls different. You're like, oh shit, I'm not going to be back here. Now, granted, I keep on coming back to the AT, but you never know, man. I'm very grateful I keep on getting these opportunities, but it's hard to make happen, and life really has to arrange itself in a good way for you to do it. So I might not be out here again, and so I'm just trying to really let it sink in and enjoy this last bit of trail. And it's just so nice. And I was looking at the weather, and it looks like for the most part I'm supposed to have no rain this last week. I mean, that can always change, but I think I'm gonna have some pretty good weather to end this thing out. And yeah, dude, just look at this. Just look at this cruisy trail. A little bitty notch in the canopy that you can see through. Cool view. Alright, I got like a mile to where I'm planning on camping.